REST-ish service. How to REST with actions. Authored by Michael Pullen. What you will learn in this course is 1. What a REST resource is and is not. 2. What actions the REST can model and what it cannot. 3. Difference between the REST specification and practice. 4. How a REST-ish model can extend the REST. 5. How a REST-ish service can exchange actions, functions, and commands.
Have versus need. We have a RESTful service, and we need to perform a procedure of approval. We want to use REST for its implementation.
The REST and resource. In REST, everything is resource. But can everything be a resource? A REST resource is a substance that can be addressed by an URI, and what any REST client can consume. However, REST operates with only get, put, post, delete actions. So, the most generic substance the REST can address as a resource is information, particularly data.
Can REST address any action? If we deal with actions that can be applied to a data or a data store, then yes, the REST can address all those actions. But nobody can get, put, post, delete the action itself. No action can be expressed as a data or a data structure. Only action's name can be stored as data. No action can't be pointed to either. Before an action is executed, its outcome cannot materialize and thus cannot be pointed by an URI.
Case where the use of RESTful service is inappropriate. An action can be sent via a REST request as a GET parameter, but as any parameter, it has to address a resource. Well, an actions is not a resource. An action can produce a REST resource, but this is potential and cannot be pointed by an URI. What if we place an action into the REST post load? Wow, but would it still be REST? What might be in the post load? Beside data structure, an HTTP post load can contain actions and commands, resource references, system references, and even additional instructions. For instance, for security, a transaction, or audit purposes. According to the REST specification, the REST post load may contain the same as the HTTP post load. Example, an XML definition of action and data. Let's compare a regular XML load of the post with an extended one. There are two new actions added, store and notify. The extended load can be used for the new and existing consumers. The latter will not even notice new actions unless they are interested in them. Thus, we have a backward compatibility at the level of interfaces, which is very important for services. And all this is in line with the REST specification, but unfortunately, not in sync with the spirit of REST. A REST-ish interface instead of a RESTful interface. A REST-ish interface is compliant with the REST specification, even if predominantly uses the REST post operation and the post load. A REST-ish interface allows a post load to carry any type of content, including any number and combination of action types.
A REST-ish interface is useful for cases where a resource is expected to return just composed data, but semantically, a get action is not the same as compose. The latter may require a complex business logic to be applied across data sources, and REST cannot be utilized without violating its spirit.
What you have learned. There is a difference between what is constrained in the RESTful specification and what is meant is appropriate within the RESTful semantics. RESTful service is good for pointing on and working with resources of existing information, where resource representation may be expressed via data. RESTful services are inefficient for working with actions, functions, commands and any other entities that cannot be easily expressed via data, and operations with data. A REST-ish interface extends a RESTful interface and takes advantage of HTTP post format, which REST does not constrain. In a REST-ish post, one can exchange actions, functions, commands between the requester and the resource provider, which is pointed by the URI.
Thank you. Please allow me to thank you for your time and attention. I hope you have found useful information in the course. If you have any related questions, please post them in the related forum on the same website, and I will do my best to respond as soon as I can. Also, you are very welcome to post your opinion and considerations about the course in the same forum. If you have a consulting proposal with regard to this or another course or blog post, please use Contact Me instant messaging on the same website to contact me directly. Thank you again, and good luck.